Like when people are thinking about energy, they think about energy drinks, caffeinated products, coffee, stuff like that. But you're saying better to get your energy from carbs.
Yeah, if you're feeling groggy, feeling tired, it's probably because you're not having enough carbs.
Eat
High
something,
quality carbs, yes.
Basically, eat something healthy, and it'll help to boost your energy.
Probably the hangriness is from lack of carbs. If you're hungry, eat carbs. AdventFit is a podcast that has a holistic approach to physical, spiritual, and mental well-being. In each episode, we share productive ways to live a healthier and happier lifestyle. Unlike other podcasts in this space, AdventFit gives you a comprehensive approach to fitness without the fluff for the everyday Christian. Carbohydrates. Oof. People are scared of carbs. They want to cut the carbs out completely if they want to lose weight. But despite popular low-carb diet claims, there is no need to cut your carbs if you're trying to lose weight.
Weight Watchers, all that stuff. They're all talking about low carb diet and all that stuff.
Well, I don't know. We're not trying to get sued here, so I'm not sure if.
Oh, Weight Watchers, we love you here.
We definitely love you, Weight Watchers.
If you want to sponsor us, next episode we're gonna be like AdventFit, sponsored by Weight Watchers.
Definitely. If an individual begins dropping carbohydrate-rich foods from his or her diet, it is inevitable that calorie intake will drop as a result. Added to the caloric reduction are dwindling glycogen stores. For every gram of glucose taken out of glycogen, it brings with it 2.7 grams of water. The loss of muscle glycogen, including water, can be significant in the first week of a low-carbohydrate diet and adds to the pounds lost on the scale. This is how low-carbohydrate fad diets can promise dramatic weight loss in such a short period. So it's not magic. It's not something great. It's that you're losing a lot of water weight, a lot of muscle, right? And plus, if you're dropping all your high carb foods, you're dropping your calorie intake as well. So it's not, low carb diets are not something great. They're just.
So it's not like a magic thing.
It's not a magic thing. And it's not good. It shouldn't be done. You shouldn't drop.
Why are you saying it's not good? I mean, there's so many low carb diets.
Yeah, but carbohydrates are important for your muscles, not for your muscles, for yourself. Your body needs carbohydrates. Long-term success in weight loss is associated with realistic eating style, not one that severely limits or omits one of the macronutrients.
So we're not trying to do some fad diet that you have on TV. They're like, if you buy this pill,
or sprinkle this on your food. I saw that one time on the TV.
Like,
sprinkle this
you don't
magic
need carbs.
dust.
You just need these flakes.
Yeah, eat whatever you want. Eat your pizza. Eat your hamburgers. Just sprinkle this magic dust, and you'll lose weight.
So we're not about that.
We're not about that. We're about realistic diets that are balanced.
Okay.
So what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and are generally classified as sugars, which are simple, starches, which are complex, and fiber. So carbohydrates are the chief source of energy for all body functions and muscle exertion.
So is that why people are always talking about carb loading or like eating a lot of carbs before a workout because you're trying to get the energy?
Yeah. Because if you have a little bit of carbs, then you're going to be very tired. You're not going to be doing your workouts properly. Even throughout the day, you're going to be feeling, exhausted and fatigued. So you definitely need your carbs. Your body needs carbs. It's constantly craving carbs.
So you're telling me that if I'm trying to lose weight and fit into my clothes, I should not be like skipping 3 meals a day?
Oh, definitely not. Skipping 3 meals. You should not be cutting carbs. You should not be skipping meals. So for gaining muscle or for losing weight, you should both goals, you should also always have carbs. Always have carbs. Never cut carbs for either goals.
Okay.
Carbs are important for your body. Eat complex carbs, all right? Don't just go out and get a bunch of bread and Twinkies and hamburgers.
But some of them have carbs.
They do, but you want high quality carbs. You don't want simple, low quality carbs. You want high quality, complex carbs. Carbohydrates also help regulate the digestion and utilization of protein and fat. Your body needs this macronutrient. The storage form of carbohydrates, called glycogen, can be broken down into glucose and used for energy during periods of prolonged or intense exercise. Carbohydrates, specifically glucose, is the primary energy source during vigorous exercise. Carbohydrates are the human body's key source of energy, and glucose is the principal fuel for the brain. So it's not only good for your energy, it's good for your brain as well. You need carbohydrates. It's not good to cut your carbs.
So studying for a test and or just trying to be alert for work.
Yeah, trying to have energy for work. You don't want to feel groggy. You don't want to feel angry. You want to have energy. If you're playing with the kids, you need your carbs. Whatever you're doing, you need your carbs. Carbohydrate availability is vital for maximal sports performance.
I remember talking about sports. I remember being in elementary school, and they said, since I was competing in the Junior Olympics, with the schools, they said before you come, you need to eat some pasta or have some oatmeal. The teacher told me you got to eat. Yeah, you got to eat some potatoes or eat some pasta or eat some oatmeal so you can get those carbohydrates. I didn't really understand what she meant by that, like eating all this stuff, because I was like, man, if I have a full stomach, how am I gonna run?
Yeah, you don't eat it right before you work out. So it's best to eat it 2 to 4 hours before workout if it's possible. And if you're gonna eat it closer than that, you have to have something like maybe a bread with peanut butter.
So what about I know some people like to do a workout first thing in the morning, before they even have breakfast. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, I do that as well. I have my workouts. When I used to go to the gym, I don't go anymore because, of COVID. But I do some workouts at home by myself. But I go fasted. I go without eating anything, and I feel fine.
So I guess I'm trying
later on in the day, I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay. But you would eat directly after the workout? Or sometime close to the workout?
Yeah, I would have a shake or some food close to after the workout.
Now, some people say you got to have these carbs before your workout so you have energy to actually do your workout. Yeah. But then some people say you want to sometimes you want to work out on an empty stomach, so therefore you're burning more of the food that's in your stomach already.
Well, I don't know how true those claims are. I think that might be some kind of bro science, but it's not, from my experience, working out in the morning without eating anything won't drastically, or it won't negatively.
I guess it depends on how vigorous your workout's going to be.
Yeah.
If you're doing some real high intensity stuff, it might be running out of energy.
Yeah, I did heavy weight training before, in the first thing in the morning, and I was fine. So I guess it depends on the person. I was having a lot of carbs, in my regular diet, but just not before I worked out.
Oh, okay. So you're saying a regular diet. So basically, as long as it's part of your overall lifestyle, you don't have to be with a timer. All right, I ate it. Now I can't start working out until it's exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes later.
Yeah, but you don't want to have a big meal right before you work out. It's definitely not good. So if you want to eat, if you want to eat something an hour before you work out, eat something small.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't like feeling inflexible.
Yeah.
When I'm doing a workout, you know, your stomach is full. You're trying to bend down and to grab a dumbbell or something, and you have all this stuff sloshing around.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're gonna eat before your workout, an hour before the workout, eat something small. If you want to eat something big, 2 to 4 hours before the workout.
Especially for me, I like doing ab workouts. Yeah. And so ab workouts on a full stomach feels like
ab
the
workouts
worst.
are best done fasted without eating anything.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So ab workouts is best done without eating anything. So if you're gonna work out your core, don't eat anything. First thing in the morning will be best for your core workouts. So a diet for carbs is recommended to have 2.7 to 4.5 grams per pound. So that's a lot.
Wow.
So according to the Institute of Medicine.
So hold on. So wait, how many carbs per pound?
2.7 to 4.5 grams per pound.
All right. So calculator time.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm 150 pounds.
All right.
How many carbs am I supposed to be having?
So you want to see the least? Let's see the least first. 2.7. Times 150. That would be 405 grams of carb would be the least amount of carbs you should be having.
So I have to have over 400 grams.
Yes, over 400 grams.
And what's the maximum?
And the maximum, which would be 4.5, would be 675 grams of...
So about 400 to 700 grams of carbs. If I'm rounding it, 400 to 700 grams of carbs for a guy like myself who's 150 pounds.
Yes. So according to the Institute of Medicine, the acceptable macronutrient distribution range for carbohydrate intake for an adult is 45 to 65% of total calorie intake. So that's 45 to 65% of total calorie intake for carbohydrates. And complex carbohydrates such as whole grains and fresh fruits and vegetables should constitute the majority of your calories because of the nutrient-dense nature. So our bodies need a constant supply of energy to function properly. And a lack of carbohydrates in the diet can cause fatigue, poor mental function, and lack of endurance and stamina. So carbohydrates should generally make up the highest percentage of macronutrient calories.
So as I said before, I'm not always gonna have a calculator or app, and sometimes I just want to eat. Like, what is some like go-to foods that you would recommend for somebody who wants to eat healthy and eat carbs?
Definitely vegetables.
Okay.
And fruits as well. Nuts, grains, bread like sprouted bread, and quinoa. Quinoa is amazing. Steel cut oats is amazing as well. So yeah, there's plenty of different carbs you can get that are complex, that are good for you.
So a lot of things you just mentioned were like, well, also you mentioned were vegans, were stuff on a vegan diet.
Yeah.
So basically,
if you're eating whole foods, you get a lot of complex carbs. So the body needs carbohydrates because they are the perfect and preferred form of energy. They constantly need to be replaced, causing a craving that must be satisfied. And parts of the central nervous system rely exclusively on carbohydrates.
I mean, when people are thinking about energy, they think about energy drinks, caffeinated products, coffee, stuff like that. But you're saying better to get your energy from carbs.
Yeah, if you're feeling groggy, you're feeling tired, it's probably because you're not having enough carbs.
Eat
high quality carbs, yes.
Basically, eat something healthy, and it'll help to boost your energy.
Probably the hangriness is from lack of carbs. If you're hungry, eat carbs. So in conclusion, we know that 1 gram of carbohydrates has 4 calories. And carbohydrates provide the body with nutrition that fat and protein cannot, mostly from complex carbohydrates, and satiety by keeping glycogen stores full and adding bulk to the diet, and proper cellular fluid, maximizing cellular efficiency. Because all you see is just, low carbs, cut your carbs, you want to lose weight.
Yeah.
Cut the carbs.
Like, I try to have a healthy lifestyle. I try to eat right and stuff like that. But my mindset is like, if I just eat as close as possible to a raw diet and stuff like that, I'm good. But knowing the science behind it is pretty fascinating. If you're like me and you want to dive deeper into these subjects and continue on this journey with us, then you gotta subscribe to our mailing list at AdventFit.org. And if you want to follow us personally, you could follow me by going to WayneJamel.com.
And you can go to Instagram.com/Mr. Woke. That's WHOKE.
And until next time, I'm Wayne Jamel.
And I'm C. Jeffrey White. And the C is for carbs. Eat them. The complex ones, that is. And we'll see you next week, folks.